Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I was just enjoying my very American truck, 5-speed manual, 4-cylinder, does everything you need it to do, Ford Ranger.
I know that truck, that's a Ford Ranger!
Well, hello everyone, welcome to Marty Motoring, welcome to the Ford Ranger Base. I think this is an XL. This is the most basic work truck you can get. 5-speed manual, rear-wheel drive only, 4-cylinder engine, 2.3, 6-foot bed, regular cab. It's a beater truck. I got it for very cheap with a bunch of tools that have been very useful, and I even sold a couple, so I made some money back. And the reason I got this is just to have a beater truck. Now, I did end up selling my Sequoia. Now, a lot of you will probably be upset or saddened by this. Great vehicle, love that thing, ton of room, great on road trips, great off-road. In the latter days of owning it, the 4-wheel drive stopped working. I just didn't really want to dive into it. There was a little bit of body rust on it, and I sold it for a fair price while it still had retained some value to the new owner who was going to do road trips with it. I think that was a good sell, and I took that money, had to spend it on some other stuff, especially for my house. New windows aren't cheap. And with the remaining I had left, I bought this beater Ford Ranger just to haul stuff around. And that's exactly what I got it for, and just a little beater truck. And you know, pick up stuff at Harbor Freight or furniture, move stuff, take trash runs, all that kind of stuff. I need a vehicle that wasn't like the Sequoia. The Sequoia is so nice, I hated throwing trash in the hatch. And this, I can throw it in here and I don't care. This is so cheap to fix. It's an old American truck and it's got a ton of miles, so it's not like super valuable or anything, but look at this thing, solid. And let me show you around. Now I will miss the Sequoia, but after my Tacoma, I missed having a truck bed. Look at this damp tailgate. You can pretend it is. Has a ton of room in there though. I just used it for my kid's second birthday party, had a lot of stuff, and it was great. Here we got our manual windows, manual locks, no features there. I ripped out all the vinyl that was there because there was some rust I had to fix, threw some Lexus floor mats in it. What else do we got here? We've got these pristine seats, look at that. Got some new ones over here I can throw in. Parts for this are really cheap. Got the little 5-speed manual, got some other junk in here, and this is loose. I put this radio in here, 40 bucks from Walmart, got Bluetooth, that's all I really needed. Got the AC working, well, my friend Grant did, he inspected it. Everything's good to go on this thing. We got manual mirrors, and that's really about it. I did put kicker speakers in the doors, they're 6x8s and they sound pretty good. So that's all you really need. There's really no frills with this. I tinted the windows myself. I did not do a good job. There are bubbles forming. I am not a tint guy, but you know, for a beater truck, I almost don't care because the tint was 30 bucks. And it went on relatively okay. Let's pop the hood so you can see what's powering this bad boy. Also, hello, LS460. We got the faded grille. We got the heavy hood with rock chips. Gonna lift this up. And there we go. 354,000 miles on this 2.3 liter. But overall, decently clean. The clutch has a high engagement. I don't know why. I think it needs to be adjusted. There is some chatter there. Not really sure about that either, but overall it's worked for the last, I don't know, 1,000 miles I put on it. I did get these wheels. I traded them from my shop neighbor here. He wanted the 15s. I got these 16s with a little bit better tires. And then I also did front rotors, which are part of, it's the hub there too. So it had new wheel bearings, rotors, brake pads, all that up there, so it stops really well, and that's really it. There's like no frills on this thing, and that's kind of what's nice about it. Like if something breaks, super easy to fix, and Ford parts are very cheap here in the USA. So the Sequoia wasn't really expensive to repair, but we're only a family of 3, and I found myself every time I needed to do like a trash run or haul something, I was usually by myself anyway. So this regular cab works out. I could bring my daughter if I need to, but I can just throw stuff in the bed, go for it, and yeah, Ford Ranger. It's just like the best little truck. And now the Ranger's like supersized. It's the size of the Tacoma, but these last gen, like 2000, I I think 5 to 12 was like this style. That was it. And then it went away for a while, and it came back as a big truck to compete with the Tacoma and stuff like that. And there's just nothing small like this anymore unless you get the Maverick, and that's technically a unibody. It's not a frame truck. This is the smallest truck you can get, other than like the S10 of the latter years, and then that went away too. So due to EPA standards, safety standards, stuff like that, I guess the manufacturers can't make these kind of trucks anymore. But man, are they useful and just nice and small for a truck. They're not too big. Like here it is, it's farther back than my LS460, which is a very big luxury vehicle. And if you go back here, you can see this is still longer, and this is a truck, and a very useful truck with a 6-foot bed. So yeah, this is really all the truck most people need, myself included, as a homeowner and hobbyist. Obviously I can't really tow much with this, but I can bring my bikes places and I can haul stuff that I need to. So that's it. That's the Ford Ranger. I'm here in my messy shop. I still have an ISF spoiler here that I never installed. So yeah, here's my shop, and it's very messy. I've been working on a lot of different stuff, and I acquired a lot of stuff with this Ford Ranger. One of those things I acquired is this awesome Milwaukee toolbox and a couple more chargers and tools. So now I have a ton of Milwaukee tools, locking toolbox that's very sturdy, and a bunch of Milwaukee tools there that I've been using for the LS460 and the Ranger. I am actually daily driving an EV. I know, what kind of guy has a Ford Ranger, a V8 Lexus, and an EV? Well, me. I actually really like the electric vehicle. It's a lease, there's no oil changes to worry about. I just plug it into my house, like $7 to charge, and you just go. It's quick, 0 to 60 in like 4.4 seconds. It's just a good daily driver. But I really do want to get this on the road, and now I have the Ranger. This is a very different experience compared to an EV. It's manual, rear-wheel drive, and not very good with sound deadening, so it's very loud. I will miss the Sequoia. I miss having a bigger vehicle like that. I did like the Tundra. I was looking at those. Just not in my price range right now. What was a beater Ford Ranger, and it's been great, like I said. So drop in the comments, what do you think of the Ford Ranger? You like it? Dislike it? Is the S10 better? Is it a good third vehicle? Is it even a good truck? I'm happy to have it as a third vehicle. While I work on this, I can still drive this if I don't want to drive my EV or I need to haul something. That was the problem I actually ran into. I wanted to get a toolbox. They wouldn't load it at Harbor Freight into my EV, and I was like, all right, well, beater truck time. And here we are. I always wanted a little small truck that didn't have a crazy payment, and here it is, cash beater truck. I can use it how I need, and it's gonna last for many more years as long as I take care of it. There are some things I wanna do to it. Paint the wheels, just make it look a little nicer, remove this pinstriping. Even though it's a beater truck, I still want it to look half decent. So if you're new to the channel, you wanna follow along, hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Instagram at Marty Motoring. I'm always posting stuff there. We got some random stuff there all the time. I appreciate you watching, and as always, keep those wheels turning. So long, farewell.